So you guys, we all have different areas of expertise, knowledge, interest, and stuff when it comes to things outside, making and whatnot. Tell me one in an area that you like that you don't think people would be privy to, but people who are in that space would be like, oh God, no.
I remember when I was younger, I used to skateboard a lot. And if you had I think a non-skateboarding person would think that a new fresh board is like a cool look.
No, you won't beat up.
No, you won't beat it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You get labeled as like a poser if you have a board that's like too clean and too.
Oh, yeah.
So people would buy boards, and before they even went out and used them, they would like take them to the curb and just kind of rough them up a little bit so that they don't look too new, which I always thought was kind of funny.
I certainly did that in elementary school. Could I have done any tricks on the skateboard in which it would scratch them up? Absolutely not. But you better believe it was scratched up.
Yeah, I think I was rocking a board that had a lot of board slide marks through the middle of it. And I'll be honest, I couldn't really board slide that well.
I couldn't at all.
Yeah. Yeah. At all.
I might have been able to ollie for those who don't speak skateboarding lingo, like been able to like make the skateboard jump up maybe an inch or two.
Okay.
Like if I got off the ground, I'm like, oh hell yeah.
I had a pretty good ollie. I could get up maybe like 1.5 feet off the ground.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skateboard was all about transportation, not tricks.
Do you have a longboard?
No, I just had I don't know what it was. It was just some wooden board that was probably as long as my torso. It wasn't that long. That they never really thought about like who made it or where it came from. It was some garage sale find.
Okay.
And I
Pure utility.
Yeah, kicked around town for a couple of years on it.
Was it symmetrical, or was it one of the ones that had like a front and a back that were different?
Symmetrical, like a lip on the front and the back. And then somebody in my family, I don't remember, one of my parents got me one after it got broke for Christmas, and it was like metal. Like the board was like metal, or it was like lined with metal on the top and the bottom. Okay. And it had the like squared off back and then the straight nose and then like a little like plastic stop on the back of it, and then like some like Grim Reaper thing painted on the bottom of it. It was like solid black. But yeah, it was like heavy, and I didn't like it. It didn't roll the same. It was too stiff, I guess, or I don't know, or maybe it's too manufactured. But I probably rolled on it for maybe a month, and then I was just done with skateboards altogether after that.
I remember being like towards the end of high school and hearing rumors. I never actually saw it in real life, but people talking about aluminum boards.
Maybe it was, and then
being
probably
like a new wave of thing. But they never really. I don't think you can. Well, I'm sure you can still get them today, but I don't think they're popular.
No, because like I said, it was heavy.
Would you? Yeah. Would you
compared to wood?
Would that be bad, having it be too light?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, aluminum's cool strong, but it also bends.
Do yourself a favor and search aluminum skateboard. There's some pretty cool concepts out there.
All right.
Some of them are like CNC'd and so that they have like the minimum amount of material necessary, which is kind of cool.
It kind of reminds me almost like a suspension bridge type like lattice structure.
Yeah, very much so. I could get into that. That might be kind of, maybe this is a YouTube video for me coming up.
create a skateboard.
Do you see this 36-inch aluminum billet CNC machine longboard? It's $249.
Wow.
It's on Amazon though.
You think you could 3D print?
I'm looking at the same one.
You could fully 3D print a skateboard? Like, how far do you think you could go with 3D printing before you'd have to like get manufactured parts for a skateboard?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I wonder how tough you can make it if you print it.
Just to roll like a little bit.
You could definitely like 3D print a framework and then fill it with resin or something. That might be kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the problem is a skateboard is inherently pretty thin.
Yeah.
And it would need a lot of, I believe it's shear strength, right?
Yes, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a dumbass.
I don't remember. It's been way too long since I was in engineering stuff for school, but I think where all the pieces would join together would be the weak point, right? Because you don't have what's a skateboard, like 2.5, 3 feet long?
Yeah, something like that.
You don't have a print bed that's that big.
Yeah, you'd have to make it in multiple pieces. That's why I'm wondering if you could like print some sort of grid and then fill it in with some sort of aggregate material like an epoxy to kind of stitch it all together.
It's certainly an interesting concept, but you're also going to have so much like torque on the, you know, like between with the wheels, and then if you stand dead middle, like it's gonna, it's going to flex so much.
It's going to require a lot of thought and engineering to get it to work right.
But if you could get it to be strong enough, I think that flex would give it like more pop when you went to perform tricks and stuff with it.
That's true. But I mean, like Deric, you were riding like longboards and stuff like that. Those had a lot of up and down give to it, and that's kind of like what made it smooth and comfortable, though.
Yeah, the board itself is like a suspension system.
Yeah.
When I don't know if you guys remember this, but a long time ago I made a YouTube video where I actually made a skateboard by laminating veneer layers together. And I think I made mine 8 layers thick, I think. And it was like you could either do 7 and it'd be really flexy, or 9 and it was really stiff. So I kind of went in the middle.
8.
Yeah, I went with, I think it was 8. So you can like definitely change the amount of flex it has by changing the number of layers in a traditional board. And some people like a stiffer board, some people like a looser board.
I'm sure that also like your personal size takes into account how much it's going to flex on you too.
For sure. True. Are you calling me fat?
Oh no. Well, if anybody here.
We're all grown men. We can flex the skateboard.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting. Do you think I made a modern skateboard? It was hard.
Yeah.
I would work in the YouTube video.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm taking a page out of your book for my next video I'm working on. That's for the bookshelf one.
You can have it was hard? Uh-huh.